Okay guys, here's that video as promised. I'm going to show you what I do to these guns to prepare them for storage, because I am going to be taking these guns now and driving them back to where my collection is. So before I do that, I thought I'd show you the whole reason why I actually brought these guns home. It wasn't to do videos on. I actually brought these guns. Well, I guess it was partially to do videos on. But one of the most important reasons that I even went and got these guns was to go over them and make sure everything was okay. And just like I figured, everything was 100%. I have no issues whatsoever with either gun. Finishes are still perfect. Bores, barrels. Okay, but here's what I'm going to use. This is the Rusty's Rags kit, and this is silicone on sheepskin, and there's a lot of different things you guys can use. This isn't the only thing or the only way to do this, but here's the deal. The guy who I met, who is an authorized antique Colt dealer, he told me that they protect all of the vintage guns, and they had some there that were $7,000 a piece. And I think there were even some that were more than that. That's just one of the ones I can remember. He said that they use a silicone on the guns. Now, the silicone they use is a little bit different than the way this is. I believe theirs is in a can. And this is a food-grade silicone here that I'm going to use. But this will do the trick. You know, I'm not going to use frog lube and heat these things up or anything like that. I love frog lube. Any of your modern day firearms, anything, Glock, HK, FN, M&P, Smith & Wesson M&P, XD, XDMs, frog lube is where it's at. I think frog lube is probably the #1 product out there. But you know, I'm not going to want to deal with it on these vintage guns. It's not, I don't believe it's what it's designed for. It could be used for this. But I'm not going to take that heat gun and start heating these guns up with that. So, go ahead and show you basically what I do. I'm going to go ahead and get some, there should already be some on here. Feels kind of dry. I've had some of these sit. Okay, yeah, there is some in there. I have some of these Rusty's Rags kit I've had sitting around in the house for probably a year or more, and it's still wet. So that's actually pretty good. So I'm going to put some of the silicone on there, and then I'm just going to take the firearm here, and I'm going to go over everything with it. I'm going to put it on heavy right now, because there is a polishing cloth to go back over this. So don't worry if you see how heavy I'm putting this on there, because it will be wiped down, and plus it doesn't matter. This silicone is not going to hurt this gun. It does have an appearance that I'm slathering this on, but keep in mind, this food-grade silicone doesn't have any harsh chemicals in it whatsoever. But you'll see here in a minute, after I use the polishing cloth, that this gun is not going to be wet, okay? So that's the gist of it, you know. Just want to make sure that I get everything. And I'm really enjoying doing a lot more videos for you guys, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. It's really fun, and trying to get a lot of ideas and things that would do good for videos. Look at this while it's wet. Nice, huh? Okay, now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and get the polishing cloth out of here. I've got some ideas right now, and I go into my iPhone and write them on the notepad because I'll forget if I don't. So I do have ideas on my phone right now. Okay guys, now this is where it's going to basically, so to speak, dry off the excess. So don't think I'm storing any of these guns slathered in this silicone. Even though it wouldn't hurt it, it's just no need for it. Wow, look at this, guys. Is that awesome or what? Man. And I know I've had some talk on here from guys, and I can understand why some guys would say this. But they're saying, there's a couple, just a couple though, and they say to me, why would you have a gun like that or the Python and not shoot it? And then they say, you know, it's what it was made for. A gun's meant to be shot. They say, I don't think I could own it and not shoot it. Well, let me tell you. One guy said, it's like having an exotic race car and leaving it in the garage. I don't feel that way. Let me tell you why. I could go out and get a Rock Island Armory 1911 for a few $100, $400. And when I shoot it, it's pretty much going to be like shooting this one. Okay, you can't have an exotic car in the garage and go out and get another exotic car that matches the speed, performance, handling of that car for a few $100. But with this gun, I can get a gun that shoots the same caliber, has the same build style, the same weight, same ergonomics, pretty much the same everything, except for the name, all the special features on this gun and all of that. And I could take that gun to the range and it's going to shoot just like this one would. So why do I need to take this gun to the range and shoot it? I don't see the need. This is a collectible gun. You know, it's a very collectible gun, and I want to keep it that way. You know, I don't have a ton of things that I'll say I won't shoot. Just a couple. Just a few. Okay, so there's that, and this is for the outside of it, of course. Now this is a little bit different story, if you want to talk about, you know, shooting a gun at the range and wanting to shoot a gun that you have that you consider collectible. And the reason I say that about the Python is because to have a gun with an action like that Python, you're not going to find it out there nowadays that I know of. If there is one that's got an action like the Python, you guys can let me know in the comments below. But the benefit for a guy having one of these and saying, I want to go shoot it, would be that you're going to feel an action on a revolver that you've probably never felt before. So, unlike the Colt, where I can go out and pick up any 1911 at the store that has the same frame, same barrel length, same everything, same caliber, and go shoot it and it'll feel the same as this gun, you're not going to be able to go get a revolver and have it feel the same as this Colt Python. It's not going to happen. So it would be more, if you had these two guns and you said, I just really want to shoot one of them, I have to go shoot one of them, probably this Python would be the one I would say to go shoot, because that's going to feel like any standard 1911, whereas of this, you're going to be able to feel what one of the finest actions, finely tuned, hand-fitted revolver shooting is going to feel like with this, that you're not going to have a chance to experience out there, you know, other places. So this is what I do, guys, to prepare to prepare the collectible stuff for storage. Lots of ways you guys can do this. This isn't the only way. This is just my way, you know. I'll show you guys how I go through the barrels here in a minute. Wow. Once again, I do have some lint on here, guys, and I'm going to be wiping over these off camera again. I just don't want to make the video too long. Look at this. Colts Royal Blue. One of the deepest, richest bluing jobs that you'll ever see is called Colts Royal Blue. Same with this guy right here. Colts Royal Blue. Look at this beauty. Whew. Man, it's a work of art. Alright guys, we're going to go through the barrels now. Okay guys, I'm not going to have to pull the slide back on the 1911 and do much to it because I went through that gun not long ago and checked everything and everything was fine. On the Colt Python here, you're going to see me open the cylinder and go through the chambers and, you know, things like that, go through the barrel. But what I'm doing here is I'm just putting the silicone right on a patch, and this patch is going to go down the barrel of this 1911. The silicone is not going to hurt gold overlay, it's not going to hurt gold leaf. It can sit on the firearm and you're never going to have a problem. Let me see if I can get you guys a shot at the end of the barrel there. Don't know if this is going to happen or not. Come on, focus in, buddy. But I'll give it a shot. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, you can see it's perfectly clean. There's no reason really for me to change this out right now. Number one, it's already pre-soaked now with silicone, and I am going to add a little bit more, but there's no reason to change this out if there's not any debris on it, because the barrels of these guns are clean. I'm just protecting the metal with an extra layer of silicone. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and, don't do this very often guys, do I? Pull this cylinder out, and as you can see how beautiful everything is. Beautiful condition, untouched top strap, no flame cutting, because this gun is unfired. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take this and go through. This is just protecting the metal, remember, not cleaning. Or I mean, yeah, not cleaning debris, but just laying down a protection on the metal of the firearm. Now what I'm going to try to do here is pull it back through. It was tight, that's good. Let me see if I can get you guys a little shot, maybe in the end of this guy. Come on. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put just a little bit more silicone on here, because you want to protect these chambers. Okay, so let's get that in view, and I'm going to go ahead and go through and then pull back through of each chamber. Now I have also not long ago did a full detail cleaning of this gun, so that doesn't need to happen today. If there were any issues that I thought with the gun or anything, then I would do a detail cleaning, but as of right now, it's not time. I don't feel it's time to do a detailed cleaning. And yes, guys, I have this patch a little tight, and as it gets a little dry, that's what's going to happen to it. But It's a beauty, isn't it? And you can take your sheepskin with the silicone on it, and you can go around all this stuff just for good measure. Open your top strap back here. Then I'll have to polish that back off. You know, the excess and things like that. Yeah, you can definitely go in there and things like that. There it is, guys. Pull your latch back, lay the cylinder in there, lock it up. It's a beauty. I will have to, like I said, wipe everything back down. The gun will not appear wet when it's being stored. This gun will go into a silicone sock, and that's where this one will rest, and they will be snug as a bug in a rug when they go away. There it is, guys. Two real beauties. Just amazing what works of art look like, you know, compared to our combat handguns that we carry every day. Alright guys, this is H4T. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm enjoying doing these videos for you. So I will be back real soon. I've got a lot of stuff lined up, guys, a lot of ideas. So I hope you're ready. Alright guys, until next time, this is H4T, and I hope you have a great day.